welcome to G-Vibes. It's your girl G9 in the building. Now I gotta start all over because y'all was a little ones and twos on y'all. It's your girl G9. I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in every Monday 6 to 7 p.m. with your girl. So I pay Ariana Grande, y'all. Like, let me tell you something. I really didn't know her music like that. She jamming. I gotta give it up to her. She's literally somebody that I never gave a chance because I hate when people compare artists. And thank you, King. I hate when people compare artists. I just don't like it because I'll be feeling like, okay, so I'm going to hear the same type of music. And then I didn't give her a chance. So now that I gave her a chance, you go, girl, Ariana Grande. I know I'm late, y'all. I know I'm late, but she jamming, y'all. I like that song that I just played. She got a couple of songs that I liked. So I'm going to check out her new album because I know it's out. It's out now. I think it's out right now. So I wanted to give a couple of updates on what's going on right now. Still wear your mask because we are open halfway, right? My engineer is in the building. Say what's up.
Yo, what up? Yeah, we're about like halfway open, at least with like restaurants and like gyms and all that. But they're only open for like outdoor service.
Oh Lord, I don't understand the outdoor service. Let me tell y'all because it just don't make no sense to me. Indoors, outdoors, you can still reach. I mean, you can still get coronavirus. So I don't really understand like how I know the economy needs the money or whatever, but is money more important than the people that's dying out there?
My man got peer pressure into just opening back up.
Let me tell you something. Biden been signing stuff left and right, y'all. Biden been opening and closing and signing stuff. Everything that Trump has did, he has turned around. And it's so crazy because I know at the end of the day, we love who we put in office and we want to see the work done right away. I just want to tell y'all, it ain't going to get done right away, but it's going to get done. Because I believe in the election that just went past, yeah, he ain't the best guy that's our president, but he sure ain't like the last one. Let's give it up to him. And Mrs. Harris, I mean, you know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying. Okay, so you guys, I did a survey before we get into our topics. I did a survey today, and I did what artist genre music you play when you want to be calm. And you got one engineer before we start, Mr. It's a she. His name is She, y'all.
Oh man, in fact, when I just want to calm down, I'll probably just play me some like EDM, like house music.
What is EDM?
Electronic dance music.
Oh, I never heard of that music, but okay, check you out. I like that. I play R&B 90s. I think R&B 90s like feeds my soul for some reason. Like the old school SWV, the old school Total, like TLC down to, let me see, like Brandy's, the Monicas, those songs, those back in the day songs, first album songs. How about that one? The first album songs. I don't know. I really can name so many from the 90s that they be bops and everything. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a survey. Some people said smooth jazz. Smooth jazz, y'all. What y'all think about smooth jazz to calm you down? I think that works. Don't you think that works?
Yeah, in fact, that feels like that would be the actual typical answer.
That most people would say.
Yeah.
For me too, relaxing music. I like relaxing music. My genre of music, when I want to calm down, be relaxing music too. I don't know what genre you would put that in.
Me, in fact, that would be like that. Well, that would still be like jazz.
Yeah, in some sense. What kind of music, you guys, in my life do you listen to calm you down?
That's that massage music.
The massage. Ooh. Massage music. Ooh, when you get a massage, y'all, and that music playing, whatever that music is playing when they give you a massage, bomb. Somebody said Donny Hathaway makes my soul smile. Hey, yes, Bill Withers, that's the name? Yes. Bill Withers. Okay. Somebody said Ben Carroll. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Ben Carroll, FKJ, and Kanye West. Okay, Kanye West is in there with the calm music. Is it 808 or is it like all Kanye dropouts?
Yeah, because
graduation songs.
Yeah. Which album? Because
it has to be Pacific, huh?
Yeah, it has to be. a Pacific album because
Yes. It has to be a Pacific album.
Cause College Dropout got jammed, Late Registration got jammed, Graduation got jammed, 808 Heartbreak.
It wasn't that much of a bop for me, but
Right.
it was a so-so album for me.
Right. Then you got the Yeezy album. Then you got the My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
You know what album I liked with him is when he did the album with Jay-Z. I like that album.
I forget the name.
It's not best. Is it Best of Both Worlds too?
I think so. Hold on.
I don't know. I like that album that Kanye West did with Jay-Z. Do you guys like it? Someone said meditation, music, and gospel and R&B. Let me tell you something. Meditation.
Oh, Watch the Throne.
Yes, yep. The Throne, yep. I like that album. Somebody said they have too many to say, but let me go back to gospel music is definitely one of those. You know, you got to think about gospel music. It really calms you down because makes you think about positive things.
Yeah,
I could say that. Yeah. Meditation music, yes, it makes you think positive. I believe it does. It makes you calm down. R&B, I don't know. Let me know if you meant R&B old school or R&B now.
Right,
because it's a difference.
Right, because you also have to, when you say R&B, you have to look at the artist that's singing it.
Yes.
And then what they're singing about.
Yes, like what type of R&B is it? Is it the R. Kelly or? She will call me and I'm doing a show, y'all. I always do this. Girl, I'm on air. Girl.
Oh, we on the air?
Why she call me back too? Anyway, so that was some of the music that people talked about that calms them down. What's another genre of music you could think of that calms people down? Oh, blues is like jazz, right?
Yes.
Blues, jazz is like the same thing.
Yes, like blues is like a subgenre of like jazz.
I agree. What's another type of genre we could say? Because I know ain't nobody. I mean, people could say rock and roll because it may calm them down. Rock and roll could be calm for you, like you know.
I mean, rock and roll will definitely get you like hyped up,
positive vibes.
Right.
Sometimes.
Yeah, and then you'll sometimes have those that will, go over the top and start throwing chairs and whatnot.
Whew, we don't know about that one. So today, you guys, I really wanted to get into two topics today. We're gonna go on a small break, and then we're gonna come back and talk about those two topics. I had a song I wanted to play, you guys. Do you got Monica, Why I Love You So Much? We could play that one. So when we come back, the first topic we're going to do is self-awareness. Second topic is, what is it? Accountability, you guys. I want to talk about both of those. And if you want to call in, you could call in and talk about these topics at 310-910-9676. Can you pin it for me, Mr. Engineer?
Yep, it's 310.
Extension 1.
Yep. Okay. Yep. I'll pin that right for
He's going to pin it on my live, you guys. So if you want to call in to talk about self-awareness we're going to start with self-awareness, and we're going to get into that, and we're going to talk about what people said about it, and then we're going to get into accountability. Baby, it's yours. Why I love you so much. Okay, y'all. Hey, welcome to G-Vibes. It's your girl, G9. Y'all heard my harmonies? Oh. Okay, y'all. So I said to myself, every time I do a show by myself, which is once a month, I do a show by myself. If you don't know, now you know. My engineer is here to help me, the ones and twos, and to give his little insight so we can have a little dialogue a little bit. But I wanted to get on certain topics that's been going around that on social media that I noticed that people do or don't do, and I just like to start getting into those type of topics. Who was that? Okay, so the first topic is self-awareness. And to everyone out there, it's like one of those topics that I've like basically realized. Let's just read what it says, the definition of it. Conscious knowledge of one's own character, feelings, motives, and desires. Okay? So for me, I was not aware of a lot of shit I was doing for so long. I always said they, them, who, they did it, who, how, he. I don't think I was ever conscious of the knowledge of my own character. I know that's sad to say. Have you ever been in a situation where I'm going to tell my situation real quick. Okay, I knew that I was self-aware when I realized what it really mean. When I realized that I was a self-aware, I knew this one time last year. Last year, I got into it with some friends a year ago. Old friends, not my friends no more. And I realized that my behavior was horrible at that moment. At that moment, I always realized that I blow up. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you get into it with somebody and you blow up, you don't know how to calm down. You just keep going crazy and just get escalate and escalate and escalate. I realized from that moment on that I needed to change when I blew up on some friends that's not my friends no more. When I blew up in that situation at that time, I felt like it's time for me to change. Not for everybody else, but for myself. Because if I kept reacting the way I reacted, I was going to lose a lot of people around me. And it's not that, not for them or anything, but I'm just saying, like, when you can notice that you have a behavior that needs to change, then you should change it. No matter what. If you feel like this is not the way you should have handled something and you acknowledged it, that's step one to self-awareness, is acknowledging it, right? Acknowledging that you have a behavior and work towards changing it. So last year, August, I realized I needed to change something I didn't like about myself. And that was reacting before listening and understanding. What they say, seek before understanding. What is it? Seek before. I know the guy that's in this my dude in this thing, he'll tell me what it was. Seek before understanding. Well, anyway, I'm gonna remember it when I come back. But make the story straight, I basically would not hear you and I would react before I even heard your point of view. Before I heard anything you had to say, my way is what I felt. It's always my way. Because this is how I feel. And you can't change how I feel. So I wasn't listening. I wasn't listening to what the person or anyone would have to say for years. I was just reacting because of how I felt. Sometimes when we have friends, family, and relationships, we always seem to react before we listen to what the person has to say. And then it can escalate into something bigger than what it should be. So that was my moment of self-awareness when I realized a behavior of mine was not really what I wanted to do no more. I'm a grown woman and acting like a kid. Because I'm reacting instead of understanding, instead of listening, basically. Instead of listening, I'm reacting because I feel the way I feel. Nobody else didn't matter at that moment or any moment. So now I catch myself in situations where I want to react before I listen to somebody, and I have to calm myself down. Like, oh, no. We don't want to go back into that. So I started to work on myself work on myself quietly. I would get tested all the time. I still get tested to this day, especially at work. I still get tested to this day. And even when I mess up or I do something I don't agree with myself, I react, I come back to myself, talk to myself, and I try again. Because that's all you could do. Have you ever had a situation, this is my engineer finna talk. Sheed, have you ever had a situation where you realized you were self-aware about what you were doing and you wanted to fix it?
I mean, yes, like, I mean, there are definitely certain habits that I have that definitely need to actually be taken care of. And then I also know that I've always been self-aware that I have always been the type of person to put others first, to try to help others before I even try to help myself.
Yeah.
Where I will always be the helping hand, the lending ear to all these problems and situations, but never be the person to truly, seek out help when I have my own issues. I would just always just say, you know what, I'll just take care of this in my own way.
Really?
And not really think of the possible consequences of me doing things my own way.
Well, so how did it help you? Did it help you at all?
Well, it helped me realize that that there are people that are in my life right now that I can, work with on an equal playing field, and actually get things done, and not just have this lone wolf mentality.
Lone wolf mentality. And what does that mean?
A lone wolf mentality is just a mentality of just, I don't really, I'm gonna do well in groups. I just like to, I'm gonna get things done
By yourself.
on my own and just, figure things out from there. It's kind of just how I've been going through life these past couple years. Just basically figure things out on my own. And then once I figure something out, find a way to make it easier.
Right.
And then give that advice to other people so that they have an easier time with the situation.
Right.
Better than I did.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you one thing about what was true about what he said. He acknowledged that, so you were self-aware of your issues and you worked on them. Basically by yourself, like I was saying.
Yeah.
How many people can say that they are aware of what they're doing? And honestly, you know what? Counseling was a big help for me too. I went to therapy for at least a year off and on, and that was really a blessing too. So don't knock the therapy till you try it. I'm gonna tell you something. She told me that you keep being you're familiar with the way you are treated, and you are familiar with the way you do things because you've seen it. And people don't even realize how much you see stuff growing up. And when you see stuff growing up, you think that you normalize it. So I normalized a lot of things that I've experienced in life growing up. I experienced some things in life growing up, and I used it when I got older and realized that that's not the way I should do things. Just because it's something that you've seen going on doesn't mean it's right. So that's another way of me being aware of what I was doing and taking accountability for it and changing it. So if you have something on your mind, if you have something that you are aware that you do not like about yourself, it is really up to you to change that. In order to change, you have to accept it. You have to be aware that it is a problem, and you have to take accountability for your actions. And the best way to do that is to do that and move forward. Don't take it all and make it seem like, oh, it's no way after this. No, it's a way after this. You accepted that who you are. You worked on who you were or whoever you are, and you're moving forward to do better. So now, sugar does and go on spaghetti. Yes, right. So now he said something, but I get what he's saying that way when he said it. Okay, you guys. So now, since we broke down a little bit of self-awareness, that I experienced self-awareness and how I accepted who I am, and I was self-aware of what I needed to change, and now I took accountability for it, and I'm changing it. So on that note, we're gonna come back and talk about accountability. Who you got for us? Kendrick Lamar?
Yeah.
Yes, let's play Kendrick's because Hey, we got South Central in the house. You know what? Let me tell you something. I'm from Inglewood, but I grew up in South Central too. What is it? 41st and not 41st and Budlong. Is it 41st? Yeah, 41st and Budlong, y'all. I was over there at the Wash House, y'all. Across the street, I was at Normandy Avenue Elementary School. Shout out to everybody at South Central. Shout out to everybody that's in my comments making jokes about people. I'm with Fresh. Anyway, you guys, welcome back to G Vibes. It's your girl G9. So I'm looking up the accountability percentage. What do you have? Do you have something already?
I mean, this is more about accountability as far as like contraception. There's that accountability where male method contraception was high as 75% among men who was never married, followed by formerly married men. 55% of men currently living with their partner. 36%.
Okay, let me tell y'all something. Let me read what accountability means. The fact or condition of being accountable, responsible for your actions, right? That's what it says it means, right? I'm going to read out some Facebook feedback about what people feel, their thoughts on accountability. Y'all ready? So, one guy say, they always blaming others instead of themselves. They always have excuses for everything. Sorry ass people. Now, I'm going to just be honest with you. I think that we can't call people sorry ass people because they don't know. We can't say, oh, you don't take accountability for yourself, so you a sorry ass person. You don't know. Sometimes it takes you longer to grow and learn these type of things. You know what I'm saying? Jen from LA said, people who do not take accountability for their actions or mistakes are really not living a honest life. They're not really grown. They're grownish. Now, give me another one you said.
Okay, let's see. So this is for just responsibilities.
Blaming others. Yes, that's true.
In the household, these are just.
Let's do that.
So basically, 62% of women more likely to make decisions about furniture and decorations, and like 33% is gonna be equally.
Okay, let me tell y'all something. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell y'all a little story about accountability. Me personally, I always got a story for accountability. I never knew that I did not take accountability for my actions. I didn't. I always said they, them, but they did. I blame others all the time for the way I behaved. And I'm here to tell you, like, I'm going to take accountability for that shit right now. That shit was stupid as fuck. Many of arguments I've had is because I blamed everybody for what the fuck I did. I said, I did it because you did. I did it because you did. But didn't take accountability for what I did, the part I played in it. He said, blame it on the alcohol. I can't blame it on the alcohol, but I will do is say this. I argue, I fought, I did a lot of things because I didn't take accountability for my actions. Like, you need to always take accountability for the shit you do. No one is to blame for the actions that, if you're a grown-ass woman or you're a grown-ass man, you should always take accountability for what you did in whatever situation that is. Yeah, it's okay to talk about what somebody else did, but what did you do in that situation? How are you? What part did you play in that situation? So for me, growing up, I realized a lot of my arguments with my sisters, I always blame them. I always blame the boyfriend. I never played a part in the relationship part. Like, every time you break up with a guy, you always say it's the guy. And it could be you too. Most women, to me, always blame the guy did this, the guy did that. Me personally, I look at my life now and I realize my ex-boyfriends was not just because they just didn't do stuff. I did stuff too. But you would never hear me say I played my part in it too. You could never hear me say that back in the day. Now, I've grown a lot. I could take accountability for the shit I've done. I've done bad. I've done good. I made you cry. I made you sad. But give me some more percentages, though.
Okay, this is laundry.
No. But have you ever took accountability for some shit you did? And do you think black men take accountability? I want to ask that in the comments. Do black men take accountability for the shit they do?
I think some do.
And women.
But I think majority of the time, some don't. I think like the main process of accountability that's not been taken is when children are involved. I think that's where a lot of of just black men tend to fail when it comes to just taking responsibility for their child.
Right. You know what? I heard a lady talk. Wow, I've never heard a female say these things. No, I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm going to be really real with y'all. I've always blamed the man in every relationship I've had. I've never took accountability for any ex relationship I've had. Even if it was a guy I was just talking to, I will always say, but he did. And this is why I did it. And a lot of females do that. A lot of females react in a way like men are always the problem. I'm not saying all women. I'm saying some women. What I've been around, what I experienced. For me, I've realized that I've done that so much that I had to start looking at myself if it keep being the same fucking problem.
Right, because it's like, when you just have that mentality of just, all men ain't shit, but then you keep doing the same thing.
Yes.
You keep running into those same problems, those same issues. There comes a point in time where you have to just look yourself in the mirror and actually make the statement of maybe I was the problem.
Yes, I agree with that. Somebody said women can't never be wrong ever. I honestly, I gotta be real with the men. It's not that I gotta take accountability for that. Like, I didn't feel like women were wrong when relationships ended. It's sad to say. And I know people gonna talk shit to me in my DMs, but I'm gonna be real with y'all. I always think when a relationship ends, the man, what did the man do? I never say what the woman did. I say what the man did. What did he do to make you feel like that? What did he do to make you react like that? Or what did he do for you to feel like you needed to leave? I've never asked a woman in my lifetime, what part did you play in the relationship as much as what part did he play in the relationship for y'all not to be in a relationship no more? I can admit that. Now, was that right? No. But majority of the time, we only hear what the men do. We don't hear what the women do. Women cheat and men cheat, but we hear what men do. We don't hear what women do. Females play the victim. Okay, let me tell you something. That's what somebody said in the comments now. I'm not going to say females play the victim. I feel like sometimes we are the victim. I feel like sometimes the male is the victim too. Why it can't be both females and males the victims in the situations? Why it always gotta be? Why does it always gotta be? Oh, the females play the victim. Oh, the men is playing. Why we both can't take accountability in the relationship?
I think
why it always gotta be one-sided.
Well, I think that's mostly speaking about because in the court of law, it's usually one-sided to where
But it's not one-sided when you're in a relationship. When you're in a relationship, it is not one-sided on how y'all broke up.
Right.
It's two sides to every story.
Right. There's definitely two sides to every story, but there's usually one side to abuse.
No, it'd be two sides. I was abusive in one of my relationships too.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah, I was bad.
Mm.
But I'm found. And I know I'm laughing, but no, for real. Let me tell you something. We got a caller right now, so let's talk to this caller. Somebody coming along. Hey, welcome to G-Vibes. Who am I talking to?
Hey, it's DJ Big Mac. You know, what's going on, girl?
Hi, how you doing? Okay. So why don't men take accountability?
They should, but...
But do you feel like men take accountability? Let's rephrase that. Do you feel like men take accountability for their actions?
That's a pretty tough question, but I mean, to me, they should, but most of the time they don't.
Why don't men take that?
I can't speak for every man. I really can't, but to me, man should just, speak that, really like tell the truth. But most of the time, man, they're going to never tell the truth.
Okay.
They're going to never tell the truth.
Do you feel like women play the victim?
To me, women, that can go both ways.
I think so too.
it can go both ways, you know.
I played the
mean,
victim in my relationships before, and I feel like a man plays the victim in their relationships, just how they get in relationships with a woman, and they would tell a woman, oh, my last girlfriend did this, but don't never say why they did it.
But a lot of women ain't gonna say nothing. They you know, a lot of women gonna keep it to themselves. You know, if they did something wrong and they know they man really well, of course the man is gonna be looking like the victim always. You know, but women be doing some grimy stuff too.
I understand that women do grimy stuff too, but can we say that a relationship can break up on both sides because it just didn't work on both sides?
Yeah, we can.
We can say that accountability goes both ways in a relationship because you played your part and he played his part. Or with you, she played her part and he played his part.
True. That's true. That's definitely true.
I mean, just think that... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
To me, I just feel like, you know, when you get yourself in a relationship, because the relationship is just like a job. You got to keep it up.
Yeah.
You got to keep it up. If you don't keep it up, because people do be lacking, and that's when the problems start happening. And, you know, that's when the blame game always happens.
Blame game is not... that's the thing. When you start blaming, you're not taking accountability for the shit you did. And that's what we saying about accountability. When you start blaming. But see, at the end of the day, you do have to say what someone did. And you do have to tell your part on why you reacted the way you reacted. You could say they did this, but I did this too. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. At the end of the day, what do you feel about accountability? Then we're going to go on break real quick.
Accountability. That's for myself. I mean, not for myself. I mean, oh my gosh, that's to me accountability. I mean, it's important. You know, it's definitely important. Okay,
well, Big Mac, I thank you for calling, and I see you soon. And he got a podcast, 321 Boom. Check it out every Sunday, right?
Saturday, 5 p.m.
Saturday, 5 p.m. Make sure y'all check him out, 321 Boom on Instagram, y'all.
There we go. That's what's up. G-Boss or G-Nah.
Hey,
let's go, girl.
See you, Mario.
Bye.
So I read some comments. Somebody said, right, but the women will still play victim. Okay, I'm going to let you have that because you're not going to let that go. I'm going to let you have that. Not talking about abuse. I understand that. I'm not talking about abuse either. Let me just say this. Let me make sure I made that clear when I said I was abuse. And because people would take your words and make it.
And twist it.
What I was saying was abusive as in, like, we were mentally abusive to each other. Like, we would talk down to each other all the time. Because, I felt like since he talked down to me, I get to say it back. But it wasn't always right. That's when you have to realize that you in a situation you don't need to be in.
Right.
When
that's a toxic relationship.
That's a toxic. When someone start mentally abusing you, that is a toxic relationship. And then when you feel like you got to react back, that's when you need to leave the situation. And on that note, we're going to get into another song. And then we're going to come back, y'all. We're going to be getting ready to leave in a minute, y'all. Come back to G-Vibes. It's your girl G9 in the building. Not the store. I'm reading my live, not the store. I got tacos ready for me at home. Tacos. Oh, y'all not excited like I'm excited for my turkey tacos at home. Ready.
It's not even Taco Tuesday.
I'm Taco Monday. Ain't it Monday?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I'm having Taco Monday when I get home. When I say turkey meat and everything that go in it, yeah, that part.
Yeah, I usually go with it.
Do you put sauce in your tacos?
Not sauce, but like some like spice. In fact, I'm with that the usual taco spice that
yeah, that. No, I'm talking about the sauce that the mild salsa.
Oh, no, I don't do like.
It be fire, y'all. Y'all gotta check my tacos out. Anyway, we're gonna get into another note. Okay, so I seen this story that I'm really not too fond of. I'm going to say my piece on it, and then I'm going to leave that alone.
Would that be the Chad Wheeler?
That would be the Chad Wheeler.
So, Chad Wheeler.
Tell us about it.
So, yes, he was a a member of the Seattle Seahawks, offensive tackle. So what he did to his girlfriend, who was African American, he basically asked her to bow down to him. I'm not sure if this is a form of role play or something, whatever. She said no, and then he commenced to literally beat her face in like a drum.
So it was over that?
Yes, it was. Oh. It was literally,
she must have been getting her butt beat by him.
But this was more extreme.
I'm saying.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. This is alleged, for me.
Right, but what did happen is that he literally beat her,
and he strangled her, didn't he?
Yes. He beat her, strangled her. She passed out. Then he went into the kitchen, ate some food. She woke up. He looked over and said, "Oh, I thought you were dead." Walked in and eat, and then she literally barricaded herself in the bathroom until police came.
Let me tell you something. One thing I don't like is abuse. When you physically touch somebody, whatever happens to you, you deserve it. Now, he got out on bond, almost killing his freaking girlfriend.
And he's pleaded not guilty.
And then he pleaded not guilty, but didn't he go on Twitter and say like he apologized for what he did? And it was something happened mentally to him?
Yeah, I'm aware.
Here he go playing that mental role.
Right, but it's sad to say that we can actually put this as a race thing. If a black man does the same thing,
he wouldn't even get bail.
He wouldn't. No, he'd probably be serving life right now.
Man, when I say
when a white man does it, it's mental illness.
That's what I'm gonna say. How does he come off with saying it's a mental illness situation when you could clearly see this girl's face?
Right.
And a question: who was that guy named Ray Rice that they like?
Yes.
They demolished him, and it's not even enough stories on this Seattle guy right here.
No, yeah.
I don't see as many stories as I've seen on Ray Rice. Is it Ray Rice?
Yes.
I've seen more stories on Ray Rice than I've seen on this guy Chad Wheeler. And social media was big back then too.
I mean, in fact, there's still people actually talking about it, but I guess it's been a while, so people have kind of like swept it.
It was Saturday.
Yeah, and people have still talked about it, but they're not talking about it as frequently as they did with Ray Rice.
Well, I don't give a damn. Let me tell you this. I don't give a damn what happens to this man. He needs to go to jail. You literally almost murdered your wife. Your girl.
He's going to get jail.
He's going to get jail, but it's going to be under mental, I think.
But what they need to do is throw him under the jail, or if someone actually finds him in the jail, because we know people that are in the jail that if they find out what he did, he's not going to live.
He's not going to live. No, he's not. But let me tell you this. Whatever he gets, he deserves. And if this man gets away with this,
he already been cut from the team.
He was supposed to. He was supposed to get cut the first day they found out.
Right.
Not 3 days later.
Yeah.
Because remember Mike Vick with the dogs, and remember every black man you could think of get cut the same day.
Right. And
they had to investigate and make sure, and all pictures clear as day, text messages. What more do you need to show somebody that they beat you up?
Right. I guess they're doing the okay. I guess they're doing the whole, I'm a clear and decisive.
No, that ain't it. That ain't it. It's and let me tell you something. This is why everybody always be talking about the color of their skin. Like a 9-year-old girl got pepper sprayed this weekend with the police.
I did not hear about that.
Okay, her mother said she wanted to run away, so she called the police. The girl was still acting out. They put her in handcuffs. When she got in the back seat, she was still acting out with handcuffs, and they pepper sprayed her. Now, what can she do with handcuffs on? And y'all, not y'all, and people say it's not about race. That's what we be talking about. People be walking from, some people be murdering people. Different complexion of us be murdering people and getting away with it.
And this is why we say Black Lives Matter.
This is why we say Black Lives Matter. You can't say all lives matter if Black lives don't.
Right.
Period. Now we gonna get this corona case a number, and then we gonna leave from here. And y'all be safe. Wear your mask. Get your sanitizer, Lysol, everything down if you can. And I love y'all. What is the corona numbers now?
So in the world, it's 103,929,068, with 2,247,652 deaths, with 75,727,702 recovered.
Okay, y'all.
And
So
that's in the world.
you know what? Wear your mask. Do what you gotta do. United States is 26,091,911,375 and 454,213 deaths. Now, you guys, be safe out there because it's still coronavirus out there. If you want to get vaccine, it's your life. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. Do what you want to do. At the end of the day, I appreciate you guys tuning in on a Monday, 6 to 7 p.m. Accelerated Radio.